Well, everyone, the iPhone 14 is one of those iPhones that have came out a couple of months ago, and so did the 14 Pro Max. So let's go and see how both these iPhones compare with each other, at least in 2023 so far. Now, if you want to pick up either one of these iPhones, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there. You can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with both of these iPhones, I will tell you there's really not a perfect iPhone between these two. I mean, the iPhone 14 Pro Max is a much bigger device than the iPhone 14, but I still like both these devices and they have a lot of power within them. Now with the iPhone 14, we're getting a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED on the front, and it's a very good looking panel. I like this phone a lot and I still think it looks very, very good. With the iPhone 14 Pro Max, this is a 6.7-inch LTPO Super Retina XDR panel. And I feel like this panel is better, ProMotion, we all know this, but it's a bigger phone and some people may actually prefer the panel of the iPhone 14, not because it's nicer, but because it's smaller. You're also getting the dynamic island on the 14 Pro Max, which is really nice, but I still think the iPhone 14 looks pretty good for the most part. Lightning ports at the bottom. On the back, this is another pretty big difference. On the iPhone 14, we're getting the standard glass back with that dual camera setup. The iPhone 14 Pro Max, we're getting that frosted glass back with that triple camera setup. So there's a little tiny bit of a difference right there. Again, I don't know if there's like one, that's way better than the other one, but the 14 Pro Max definitely is the way better one here. You're getting just a way better looking phone with that triple camera setup and that LiDAR sensor, which is honestly very, very nice. So I'm really happy we're able to get that feature on the 14 Pro Max. The iPhone 14 still looks very good too. MagSafe capability on the back, IP certification, wireless charging, lots of good stuff between both. So not one that's like the best one between both, but I'm really happy with the way both have kind of held up so far. Now, on top of that, both these phones are also very, very good in the camera standpoint as well. So with the 14, dual camera setup, wide and ultra wide camera, 14 Pro Max, wide, ultra wide and telephoto lens. Both can do 4K at 60 on the back, which is really nice, and both have a lot of capability there, but the iPhone 14 Pro Max definitely wins here. You're also getting 4K at 60 on the front, and I truly do feel like between both these phones, you are getting a very solid, lens and very solid capability behind both these devices, which is so beautiful. I really do feel like with the 14 Pro Max, this is probably one of the better phones here, but the 14 is still a very good camera too. Software-wise, they're both going to be lasting the same exact amount of time in the software department, so it's not like one phone's going to last way longer than the other one. They're both going to be lasting pretty much exactly the same amount of time. So you're really not going to be noticing too many differences there either. So that's just kind of one of those other things to keep in mind there too. In terms of the actual, performance between them though, there is a slight difference here. So with the iPhone 14, you are getting that Apple A15 Bionic chip inside of it with 6GB of RAM. With the iPhone 14 Pro Max, you're getting that Apple A16 Bionic chip inside of it with 6GB of RAM. So there's a slight difference here in the performance side too. You are basically going to be getting better performance from the iPhone 14 Pro Max. With the iPhone 14, you're going to be getting pretty much standard type of performance. So it's one of those things to keep in mind here too. You're going to be getting overall better performance from the iPhone 14 Pro Max pretty much from every single angle. So that's something that's really good. I'm really happy that you're going to be getting better performance from that type of device, which is really nice. But like I said, if you're trying to get a phone that's going to be the better performing one between both, the iPhone 14 Pro Max is definitely going to be the better one from every single angle. You're going to be getting better performance, better gameplay, better performance from applications. That's going to be the faster, smoother one, and the 120Hz ProMotion definitely adds to that as well. Battery life wise, you are going to be getting pretty much better battery life from the iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's a bigger phone, has more space for battery, so you're going to be getting a lot better battery basically from the iPhone 14 Pro Max than from the iPhone 14. 4,323 mAh battery from the iPhone 14 Pro Max. iPhone 14, 3,279 mAh battery. So that's kind of a big thing to keep in mind here too. From my personal experience, I've always felt like the 14 Pro Max, the Pro Maxes in general, will be giving you better battery life than the standard iPhone 14. So to kind of sum up this video, what I'll definitely tell you is the iPhone 14 Pro Max, I think, is pretty much the better one in every single area besides size and price. Price is more expensive, but the size of the iPhone 14 Pro Max, some people prefer it, but I think most people may not actually prefer that size, which has just been one thing to keep in mind. So beyond that, I will tell you the Pro Max is probably the one that's better, but I think the iPhone 14 is the one that a majority of people will probably actually end up picking up. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.